Darren joins us now from Westminster. What do you make of that, Darren?
Well, interesting, isn't it? When the Speaker got up at the start of that urgent question, he was reminding members that you can't really specifically talk about the case for the honourable member for Stratford-upon-Avon. That is Nadhim Zahawi, the current chairman of the Conservative Party. But Labour give it their best attempts by trying to talk around the subject when it comes to the Ethics Committee and indeed the Standards in Public Life, or indeed the Ministerial Code. As you said, the government are robustly saying, frankly, we have launched this independent investigation. The Britain's ethic advisor is going to look into what Nadhim Zahawi did and when it comes to his tax affairs, and indeed how transparent he's been about that. While at the same time, Labour are trying with their paintbrush to say this is yet another scandal engulfing the government at a time when it seemingly can't run away from scandals. In the end, though, we have moved from a situation, haven't we, Patrick, where a matter of days ago the Prime Minister stood up in Parliament at PMQs and frankly said there is nothing to see here, that the former Chancellor had been open and transparent, and then this morning said, well, sorry, there are questions to answer, and that is why I'm launching this investigation. So in the end, this is going to rumble on. Yes, this investigation has bought both the Prime Minister and Nadhim Zahawi a bit more time, but frankly those questions are not going away about the fact that he seems to have paid £5 million back to HMRC, including a penalty for not properly sorting out his tax affairs, though he says it was frankly a mistake rather than something that was done deliberately. But it was done while he was Chancellor of the Exchequer, when he effectively was in charge of HMRC. One other note, and you may well have picked it up at the end there, Patrick, there were separate questions today also about Boris Johnson and the current chairman of the BBC. That's a man called Richard Sharp. Well, interestingly, in the last hour, it's also been announced that his hiring as BBC chairman is going to be reviewed by the Commissioner of Public Appointments, William Shawcross, after allegations in the Sunday Times over the weekend that he may well have been involved in helping sort out Boris Johnson finances. So lots of investigations, lots of questions at the moment, but frankly, very few answers.